we're back on track towards building the company into the preeminent venous disease company out there. I think we're going to have a very large head start against anybody else who may be thinking about valves at this point. I think we have a very, very large addressable market, and I think we have a huge opportunity ahead of us.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another Virtual Investor What This Means segment. Today we are featuring enVVeno Medical. My name is Janine Thomas. I am CEO of JTCIR, and I am very pleased to be joined by Rob Berman. He is CEO of enVVeno Medical. Welcome, Rob.
Hey, Janine. Thanks for having me.
Always happy to have you. And before we get started, I would like to remind our audience that enVVeno is publicly listed on NASDAQ and trades under the ticker enVVeno. And during today's discussion, the company will be making forward-looking statements. And I encourage everyone to view the company's latest SEC filings on their website at enVVeno.com for the latest information. Rob, we're going to jump right in first. Congratulations. So today we're going to discuss your recent news regarding FDA's approval of your IDE for your upcoming TAVI study. So for our investors, can you summarize the news you released?
Yeah, we've been working very closely with the FDA to reach alignment on the parameters for the TAVI study for our transcatheter valve. And after several months of back and forth, we're at the point where both parties are satisfied, and we got an IDE approval, which means that we can now go ahead and start to activate sites and push and start the study, frankly, for our transcatheter valve. As you may remember, it's always been our corporate objective to sort of be the leading company in the treatment of deep venous CVI. And we took the knowledge of what we learned from the surgical device and put it into the transcatheter device, and wanted to make certain that all the T's were crossed and I's were dotted for the TAVI study in terms of the FDA. And so that's where we are now, and we're happy to move forward and anxious to get the study started.
Excellent, Rob. Really great news. Appreciate that background. So as you know, this is a What This Means segment. What does the approval of your IDE mean for your MB system, enVVeno, and your shareholders?
Well, it means we're back on track. We always intended to start with a surgical valve first and then transition to a transcatheter valve. The transcatheter valve has always been, the more desirable device among treating physicians, and we knew that. And so, we're back on track towards building the company into the preeminent venous disease company out there. I think we're going to have a very large head start against anybody else who may be thinking about valves at this point. I think we have a very, very large addressable market, and I think we have a huge opportunity ahead of us.
Excellent, Rob. So moving forward and looking forward, what can investors expect from enVVeno? And, as you have our audience and other investors doing the work and getting up to speed on enVVeno, why should they consider enVVeno as a potential investment opportunity right now?
Well, to begin with, what you can expect is execution. We pride ourselves on executing, on doing more with less. And now that we have this IDE approval, we can start executing in terms of getting the TAVI study up and running. In terms of why now, that's a simple answer: price. I mean, with our market cap right now, there's really no value being given to this transcatheter valve that has the potential to be a multi-billion-dollar business. And so, every once in a while you hear somebody say, gee, if I would have bought Apple at certain price, or I had an opportunity to buy this at price, and I would have had this money or that money. I think that we're going to be one of those stocks. I think that people are going to say, hey, I could have bought enVVeno at 11, and now it's at a much higher number. And so if you are interested in that type of potential, it's not going to happen overnight, but if you're interested in that type of potential, don't make that same mistake of, oh, I had an opportunity to buy this at X and I would have had that. Just buy some, put it away, and watch what we do.
Excellent. Well, Rob, Again, congratulations on this news today. A lot of progress and definitely a lot for us to follow. Can't wait to have you back on. And this does conclude our What This Means segment featuring enVVeno Medical. Rob, really appreciate you joining us today. Like I said, can't wait to have you back for an update on your progress. And to our audience, thank you for your time and attention. To view more events from Virtual Investor, visit virtualinvestorco.com. And if you like what you saw today, I encourage you to visit enVVeno.com for more information on the company and to sign up to follow the company to receive their alerts, as well as follow their social channels to stay current on the latest information. And as a reminder, enVVeno trades under the ticker NVNO. Thanks, everyone, and wishing everyone a great rest of your day.